Today we will be discussing about how Buddhism did go to all places of the world. Under the category of spread of Buddhism, I would like to stress that it was Ashoka who was responsible in the spread of Buddhism in all parts of the world. The edicts of Ashoka speak about several emissaries being sent to various countries in order to spread Buddhism. It is as far as the south as Sri Lanka, and in the western it is the Greek kingdom, in particular the neighboring Greco-Bactrian kingdom, and possibly even farther to the Mediterranean. So it was Ashoka's edict which speak about that he sent some emissaries to preach this religion, to spread of this religion as far as Sri Lanka in south and the Greco-Bactrian kingdom in the western front. Ashoka the emperor was said to have convened a Buddhist council around 250 BC at Pataliputra with the elder Magaliputta. He is one big monk. The objective of the council was to purify the Sangha, and particularly from the non-Buddhist ascetics who had been attracted by the royal patronage. It was the first Buddhist council. It's not exactly the third as I mentioned, it is the first Buddhist council around 250 BC at Pataliputra. It was this time Buddhism adopted the worship and veneration of stupa. The concept of having a stupa perhaps originated during this time. The stupa is a large mound of stone which contained relics. In Pali, it is known as the Sarira. Sarira meaning the body part of Buddha or some other very important saints are kept within each stupa. It was believed that the practice of devotion of these relics and the stupas could bring blessings for the lay followers. Perhaps the best preserved example of a Mauryan Buddhist site is the great stupa of Sanchi. In Sanchi, in India, we find a great stupa, and perhaps it was the first great stupa from a Mauryan dynasty which dates from 3rd century BC. Now, what are the new features in Buddhism that time? The most important feature of Mauryan Buddhism was the worship and veneration of stupa. Now, the people started worshipping the stupa and giving credence to the stupa. Large mounds, as I said, stupas are the large mounds which contain the relics. It was believed that this practice of devotion is for the benefit or for the blessings of the person who creates it, and Sanchi Stupa is the best example for that. According to the pillars and the rock edicts of Ashoka, we know that emissaries were sent to various countries in order to spread Buddhism up to Sri Lanka and up to the Greek kingdom, and even up to the Mediterranean. Now let us keep it here. Let us think about the split that occurred in the Buddhist religion. Before any further discussion about the post-Ashokan Buddhism, what happened after Ashoka, let us take a pause and talk about the split. What is the split? Around 1st century BC, a major split occurred within the Buddhist fold. These were called as the Mahayana and Hinayana branches of Buddhism. The Hinayana first is literally known as lesser vessels, lesser vehicle. Jana means vehicle, Hina is the little, the lesser or the little vehicle. This branch of school continues to believe, and it is still there, in the Theravada school, which was founded in the 4th century BC in Sri Lanka, and all South Asian countries today, this school continues to be there. This school stresses the historical figure of Gautam Buddha and the centrality of the monk's lifestyle and practice of meditation. Theravada monks hold that the Buddha taught a doctrine of anta, no soul, and when he spoke to the presence of human body or impersonance of human body, the form, the perception, the sensation, the feelings, the consciousness and volition. They believe, however, that all human beings continue to be reformed and reborn and to collect karma until they reach nirvana. They believe in several bars till you reach nirvana. The Theravada school has compiled a sacred canon of early Buddhist teaching and the regulations which is enshrined, which they say the name of that is Tripitaka. Three Pitaka books which the Theravadins believe has to be followed by every Buddhist. Then, on the contrary, after the Hinayana, there was another school known as Mahayana. Mahayana is another branch of Buddhism, and the meaning of Mahayana is Maha is great, Yana is vehicle, it is a great vehicle. This school began around 1st century. Mahajanis are now in Korea, China, Japan, Taiwan, Tibet, and in many other countries. Now, this Mahayana school in itself has many schools, like the Pure Land school, the Jain Buddhism, the Humanist Buddhism, Tantra, Vajrayan, Kalachakrayan. These are the small groups of small branches of the great vehicle that is the Mahayana school. Mahayana schools in general utilize texts which are known as sutras, stressing that lay people can also be good Buddhists and that there are other effective plans so that they can also attain nirvana in addition to meditation. If they do meditation and they do follow some paths provided to them by the Dhamma itself, they can become Buddha. It is believed that all human beings have their own origin with Buddha nature. Every human origin is related to the Buddha nature, existence, enlightenment potential. Every man has an enlightenment potential. The form of the historical Buddha was only one manifestation of Buddha nature. The Buddha which we say in history is just one manifestation of the human beings who could have the existence, enlightenment potential. Mahayana thus speaks of many past and also many future Buddhas, some of whom are godlike and preside over sattvas who are Persians, preside over the Buddha walls or the heavenly